Little people, big world. Did Matt's greed ruin the family? The farm owner and Caryn are all about money. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. God bless you. For the lpbw news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Matt Roloff from Little People, Big World might have ruined the family with his greedy behavior. He joined the reality series alongside his ex-wife, Amy Roloff, and their children. Little People, Big World primarily featured their son with dwarfism, Zach Roloff, as he grew up on the show. The Roloffs were happy living on and managing the Roloff family farms, but their unit was dismantled when Matt and Amy got divorced. They grew apart as a couple, and Amy alleged Matt had an affair with her with his current partner, Caryn Chandler. Their partnership formed out of lies and uncertainty, which left a negative taste in most of the Roloff children's mouths. Matt's ego has gotten out of control in the years after his divorce, and he's made some questionable decisions. He fractured his relationship with Zach after listing part of the Roloff farms without letting him know ahead of time. Caryn's been accused of being a gold digger since the beginning of her relationship, and her greed may have subconsciously seeped into Matt's perception of the Roloff family farms. Caryn could have influenced Matt to sell the Roloff farms for money. Before she began dating the reality star, Caryn worked for the Roloffs as a manager of the pumpkin patch, where she worked her way up to become Matt's assistant. She may have learned about the farm's true value by working closely with him. Caryn told Matt she didn't want to take on the responsibility of working on the farms any longer. She knew her partner was a reality TV star, and might have thought they would bring home a larger profit by listing the farms and reaping the benefits. Little People, Big World will likely end after season 25 because of Matt and Zach's feud. The Roloff patriarch knew it was his son's dream to take over the Roloff farms when he grew older. Nonetheless, Matt disregarded Zach's feelings when he listed part of the property and didn't tell him ahead of time. He had little remorse for his betrayal and slyly offered his son a piece of the land for $4 million when he knew Zach couldn't afford it. Instead of prioritizing his children's feelings, Matt was too busy catering to Caryn's requests. Matt doesn't take accountability for his actions. Instead, he attempts to defend himself online. When asked by a fan on Facebook if Little People, Big World would be returning for season 26 after Zach and his wife, Tori Roloff, announced their departure from the show, Matt didn't have a clear answer. Matt added that Caryn is done filming after Little People, Big World season 25. Little People, Big World star Matt may have shattered the Roloff family bond because of his greedy behavior. Since he started his relationship with Caryn, he's begun making more decisions motivated by money. Matt and Zach don't seem to see eye to eye anymore, which is heartbreaking for their family. lpbw's Tori Roloff recalls questions from family and friends over whether Zach was right for her. The Tori and Zach Roloff have been married for nearly a decade. Tori admits that her husband wasn't who she and her loved ones initially had in mind. In a Tuesday, June 20 episode of the couple's Raising Heights podcast, the former Little People, Big World stars opened up about being in a mixed-height relationship. When asked if she had ever pictured herself not marrying someone who was over 6 feet tall, Tori confessed that she never imagined she would. The answer is no, she said candidly. It's funny because growing up, I had lots of, okay, not to sound conceited, but there were a couple guys who were admirers of me that I would write them off and say oh, they're too short. Little People, Big World. Zach Roloff's wife Tori felt insecure being his first date, first kiss, first everything now that she's had time to reflect on her dating life. Tori explained that height was never an issue, but rather, she was looking for an excuse to leave her relationships. It was me being I don't actually care for this person. I don't see myself with this person, she continued, adding how her perspective shifted once she met Zach. Once I met you, even though your height was different than what I imagined, there was nothing wrong with you. There was nothing that I could pick apart and be oh, I can't date this guy because he's too short. Tori wasn't the only one who had initial hesitations. The TLC star revealed that her father was also skeptical about whether or not Zach would be a good match. How Zach and Tori Roloff said farewell to Little People. Big World. After 25 seasons, I can remember getting ready to go on a date with you and saying who you were and showing my dad a picture of you and him being no. What? No. What are you talking about? This is not the guy I pictured for you. This is not right, she recalled. He literally asked, are you sure? Multiple times, he was I don't know about this. And then he met you, she laughed. I joke all the time because I'm pretty sure my dad likes you better than me now. Once her father met Zach, Tori said that their height difference was definitely overlooked, and he understood why she liked him so much. Tori Roloff admits she has the best job in the world as she celebrates Mother's Day with her 3 kids. I think that there were definitely questions when we started dating from my friends and family, she continued. But then once everyone met you, everyone was gosh, I get why this girl's into him. I get this scenario and this relationship, and then the height just didn't matter. Never miss a story. Sign up for People's free daily newsletter to stay up to date on the best of what POPLE has to offer. From celebrity news to compelling human interest stories. The couple met when Tori was working at Roloff Farms and spent the 2010 pumpkin season picking squash with Zach. They eventually began dating in 2011 and went on to get married on the family farm in July 2015. Since then, they've welcomed 3 children: Jackson, Layla, and Joe.